Sadashivasamaramvam Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Shuklam Varadaram Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarvah Vignopashantaye. Very good. So, today is the 17th class of Vishnu Sahasranamam, and we have completed 18 namas. Yeah. We are in the third shloka right now, and in the first two shlokas there are 17 namas. The first shloka has 9 namas and the second shloka has 8 namas. Vishwam, Vishnuhu, Vashakkaraha, Bhutha, Bhuta Bhavya Bhavat Prabhuhu. Fifth nama is Bhuta Krit, sixth is Bhuta Brit, seventh is Bhavaha, eighth is Bhutatma, ninth is Bhuta Bhavanaha. This is in the first shloka. In the second shloka, we saw there are 8 namas. Maybe you can just score in your textbook or in your paper as, or if you have made a note in your notes, that is wonderful. In the second shloka, Bhutatma, Paramatma, and you don't say cha, cha means and, okay? Bhutatma, Paramatma, then the third nama in the second shloka was Muktanam Paramagatihi. The cha indicates, in the second shloka, we saw that it indicates that Bhutatma and Paramatma, it indicates the aikyam of the two. Bhutatma means pure self and Paramatma is the ultimate God, consciousness, the existence consciousness principle, and the cha indicates Jiva Brahma aikyam. In the second line, the first line therefore has 3 namas, and in the second line, Avyayaha, Purushaha, Sakshi, Kshetrajnaha, Aksharaha. Therefore, 8 namas in shloka number 2. And in shloka number 3, we saw that there are 7 namas. And of the 7 namas, we completed the first one, Yogaha. Now we move on, thus 18 namas over. Now we move on to the 19th nama, the second one in the third shloka. Yoga Vidam Netha. Yoga Vidam Netha is the 19th nama. It means, Netha means the leader, and Yoga Vidam Netha, Yoga Vid means the knower of yoga. Of those who are the knowers of yoga, he is the leader. Yoga Vidam Netha. Now, this Shabda, yoga, has several meanings. Yoga can mean accomplishing something, and yoga can also mean making one fit for knowledge. Now, in previous nama, in the 18th nama, when the Lord itself is called Yogaha, we also saw that yoga means Jivatma, Paramatma, oneness. Oneness is yoga. It comes from Yujjudatu, all that we saw in the previous class. That is, Kshetrajnaha and Paramatma is one. That is what is revealed. The Kshetrajnaha and Paramatma that we saw in shloka number 2, both are one and the same. Kshetrajnaha is the indweller of the body, and Paramatma is the all-pervading consciousness. Both the self and Ishvara are one and the same. This we saw in the previous shloka. Here, when it is said he is Yoga Vidam Neta, Shankara says, Yogam Vidanti Vicharayanti Janati iti Yoga Vid. Who is a Yoga Vid? Those who know this yoga, or those who do the vichara, who do the inquiry, who do the systematic study of Vedanta Shastra to gain the knowledge of Jivatma Paramatma Aikyam. This knowledge of Jivatma Paramatma Aikyam removes the false or superimposed division between Jivatma and Paramatma, that as though there are two entities. There is a misconception. This misconception, this wrong idea is removed by this knowledge, by the knowledge of Jivatma Paramatma Aikyam, which is revealed by Vedanta Shastra. All those who have done the inquiry with the help of Guru Shastra and who have gained this knowledge of Jivatma Paramatma Aikyam are called Yoga Vid. And of all those Yoga Vid, Yoga Vidam, which means of all the knowers of the yoga, Bhagavan is Tesham Neta. Of them, he is their leader. Tesham Neta meaning their leader. Now, how is he the leader? They are the knowers of yoga. And Bhagavan is Paramatma. Now, how is he the leader? Because, as he says, as he reveals himself in the 9th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, he says, Ananyas chintayanto mam ye janaha paryupasate tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogakshemam vahamyaham. He is the giver of the results of Karma Yoga and Jnana Yoga also. Bhagavan being the Karma Paladata is the giver of the result of Karma Yoga. Karma Yoga is the attitude. We saw that it is the attitude that one has to bear while performing any action. One has to perform the action as worship to Ishvara. And what result this gives is, this gives the preparedness of the mind to receive Vedanta Shastra, the knowledge given by Vedanta Shastra. This preparedness being the result, this result is given by Bhagavan, who is the giver of Karma Phala. And Bhagavan is also the giver of Jnana Phala. What is the Phala of Jnana? It is Moksha. He being the giver of Karma Phala and Jnana Phala to the knowers of the Shastra, he is therefore addressed as Yoga Vidam Neta, the leader of all the knower, the Jnanis. Thus the 19th Nama. We move on to the 20th Nama, Pradhana Purusheshvaraha. Pradhana means Maya or Prakriti. Another name for Maya or Prakriti is Pradhana. We have several schools of thoughts which are traditionally referred to as darshanas. Darshanas, there were totally 6 darshanas in our tradition, which were based out of the Veda. They were all the believers or people who accepted Veda as a means of knowledge. Therefore, they were together called Astika Darshanas, and they were 6 in number. Even though they were all followers of Veda, people who accepted Veda as the source of knowledge, they differed in their ideology, and one has to define. If one is a Darshanika and he says, my Darshana is different from all of you, he has to define 6 principles. And these 6 principles will be questioned and argued by learned people in a sabha called Vidvat Sabha. And only if the learned in the society, they find some sense in what is being presented, that will ever be accepted as a darshana. Otherwise, what ideology you present will not qualify to be called as darshana. The 6 Astika Darshanas were Sankhya, Yoga, Nayayika, Vaisheshika, Purva Mimamsa and Uttara Mimamsa. These are just pieces of information for you. Sankhya, Yoga, Nyaya, Vaisheshika, Purva Mimamsa and Uttara Mimamsa. Now to which one of these 6 we belong to? We belong to the Uttara Mimamsa Darshana. And every Darshana has a Rishi. The Rishi of our Darshana is Bhagavan Vedavyasa. And there are 6 other Darshanas who don't accept the Veda. They are called Nastika Darshana. And they were again 6 in number. And the 6 were the 4 matas, the 4 groups in Bauddha. 1 Jaina and 1 Sharvah, thus making 6 Nastikas. Nastika meaning they don't accept Veda as a source of knowledge. Now, of these people, we were talking about the first 6, right? The first 6, which was Astika Darshanas, and of those 6, the first one we saw was Sankhya. Sankhyas can be somewhere comparable to the scientists of today. But however, Sankhya's ideology, their theories were absolutely wonderful from what the science presents today. Okay? Let me be very frank. I am not trying to be biased. Anyway, Sankhya is not our Darshana. They are our Purvapakshis. Still, their works have been of immense use in terms of analysis to us and to many in the society. So Sankhya's, according to the Sankhya Darshana, they say Pradhana or Maya or Prakriti is Jada. According to them, Maya, they say, is Jada. Jada meaning inert, and it has 3 gunas. What are the 3 gunas? Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. We accept this one. We also accept Maya is Jada and Maya has 3 gunas. That much we also accept. Now what they say is, Maya has created this world independently. And Atma, the consciousness principle, Maya is the matter principle. Atma is the consciousness principle. They say Maya has created this universe independently, and Atma is asangaha, meaning it is separate from Maya. It is not associated with Maya. Now the common sense question that one would have here is, how can something that is inert evolve, the inert matter evolve by itself? How can something that is inert evolve by itself into such an intelligent design? There has to be an intelligence principle behind to evolve into this grand design of this universe. There has to be a nimitta karana, and a nimitta karana is definitely necessary, otherwise any creation is not possible. But when we ask this question, you know what Sankhyas come up with? They say matter with the three gunas, sattva, rajas, tamas, was, before the creation, was at equilibrium. During laya or pralaya, it was at equilibrium, and there was a disturbance that was caused in the three gunas, and this disturbance is nothing but the creation of the Srishti. And this is how it has evolved into the Srishti. This is very, very similar to what you would hear in the Big Bang. Right? This is what today's scientists have evolved, saying that the state of equilibrium, and then there was some disturbance, something happened, and it evolved into the Srishti. Now, again the question one would have here, which is not answered by scientists, is who creates that disturbance when there was nothing else to disturb? You say matter alone was there and it was at equilibrium, but there was nothing else. Now, who can create disturbance when there is nobody else? Okay. Therefore, this idea that matter evolved by itself cannot be accepted. There has to be an intelligent principle which has executed this creation so beautifully, so intelligently, that everything falls in order. Everything has an order, everything has a system, there is a law for everything, and one of the wonders of scientists today is why the physical laws don't change. They are the same. It is because it is given out by an intelligent principle. Now here Bhagavan is addressed as Pradhana Purusheshwaraha, meaning Purusha Ishvara. Ishvara of Pradhana and Ishvara of Purusha. Ishvara of Pradhana meaning he is the Lord of Maya, and Ishvara of Purusha meaning he is the Lord of Jiva as well. He is the Lord of matter and he is also the Lord of Jiva. Om. Therefore, he who is the Lord of both matter and Jiva, he who is the Lord of Maya, matter meaning Maya, Pradhana, he does not come under the spell of Maya at all, because he is the controller of Maya. He is the Lord of Maya. How about Jiva? Is Jiva under the spell of Maya? Yes, by all means. That is why we look up to Ishvara. For everything we run to him. For everything we cry, for everything we do namaskaram. We say Pahi Mam, Raksha Mam, Avatu Mam, everything we say because we are caught by Maya from all directions. Whereas Ishvara stays unaffected by Maya, although Maya is always there right on his lap. You know, there is a difference between a person being surrounded by policemen. Okay? And there is a story, okay? I'll tell you the story. The father and a son, small son, they were going out on the road. Okay? And suddenly, all the traffic was stopped, and even the pedestrians, both of them were supposed to be pedestrians who had to cross a main road. They were stopped by policemen along with the other general public. They said, please hold on for a few more minutes. And the father asked, why? And the policeman said, no, the president is about to cross, therefore please hold on for a few minutes. Now, while they were in a crowd, one of the person in the crowd was a robber, and he took advantage of the situation and he pickpocketed somebody. While he pickpocketed somebody, he was caught red-handed by the police who were there, and they dragged him out of the crowd. They tied his hands and they dragged him into the police vehicle, and there were a group of policemen who caught him and they took him to the police station. Now the boy who is looking at all this asked the father, oh, what is happening? Why are all the police surrounding him? So many police around him. Father said, no, see, he is a robber and he is caught now by the police. That's why police are surrounding him, and he is taken to the police station for filing a complaint, and he will be jailed. Son said, oh. And then in some time, as they were waiting for the president's vehicle to cross by, the president's car was preceded by a few police vehicles, military vehicles, and then the president vehicle was there, which was surrounded by the NSG, and then later it was followed by a group of police and military vehicles. Now this boy who understood that if you are surrounded by the police, you are caught by the police, he said, look at that, that guy seems to be the biggest robber. Is president surrounded by police? Does it mean that he is caught by the police, or he holds the police force? He is the leader of all the forces in the country, right? The police, the army, the navy, the air force, all of them are under the control of the president, and nobody catches him. Although he is surrounded by them, he is not caught by them. Just the same way, a jiva surrounded by Maya, a jiva who is with Maya, and Ishvara who has Maya on his lap, that is the difference. Therefore, Ishvara is the Ishvara of Pradhana, of Maya, and the leader, the Ishvara of Jiva also. So this is Pradhana Purusheshvara. That is the 20th Nama. The 21st Nama is Narasimha Vapuhu. Narasimha Vapuhu. Narasimha Vapuhu is a name which is the name of an avatar of Bhagavan, which means he had some parts like the lion and some parts of human body. Some parts in his body were of the lion's body, and some parts were of the human body. And such a body he took. Narasimha. Why did he take that kind of a body? The name is because of the form that he took, Narasimha. He took that form for a particular purpose. Why did he assume that kind of a form? We are all aware of the story of Prahalada Charitram, where we know that his father Hiranyakashipu was a demon who did tapas and who wanted Amrityu from Brahmaji, and Brahmaji refused because Jiva already being freed from Janma Marana, being Atma, being one with Ishvara, nobody can give Amrityu to anybody. But this knowledge, Hiranyakashipu was not fit for this knowledge. Therefore, Brahmaji had only one word to say. He said, I don't have powers to give you Amrityu. Ask for something else. And he said, ask for something else. Therefore, Hiranyakashipu gave a puzzle. He said, I should not die in the morning or in the evening, or in the morning or in the dark. When it's bright or when it is dark, I should not die. I should not be killed by any human being, any devata or any animal. And I should not be killed by any weapon that is alive or dead. And then what were the other conditions? I should not die inside the house, I should not die outside the house. This was a big puzzle. He gave a list of items like this. I should not die like this, I should not die like that. And Brahmaji understood that for every puzzle, I have a man who will give the solution. Right? So very confidently he said, Tathastu. And he left. And now this fellow thought that he has no death and he can cause all trouble to people, and he lived a life according to his own likes and dislikes, and he started killing people, he started torturing people, and he claimed himself to be God because he has no death. And all those who refused to worship him were slayed by him. And he attempted to slay his own son. He attempted to murder his own son several times because he refused to worship him in place of Ishvara. And his son, who was a prodigy, was a child prodigy, he said, no way, you are not God. God is in you and God is everywhere. Now what is the separate identity that you are claiming for yourself, thinking that you are separate from God and greater than God? It is wrong. It is Hari who is everywhere. And the argument went in very strong, very hard, and then finally it ended up when Hiranyakashipu asked Prahlada, is Hari there in his pillar? And Prahlada very confidently said, when he is there everywhere, why not in this pillar? Definitely in this pillar as well. And to kill Hiranyakashipu, to stop the adharma happening further, Bhagavan took the avatara, and the avatara is taken when, yada yada dharmasya dhanyal bhavati abhyuttanam adharmasya tadatmanam srijamyaham. For what purpose? Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma samsthapanarthaya. Where adharma prevails and dharma is overpowered, and all the sadhus suffer, and all the wrongdoers take charge of the entire Srishti. That is when, by the prayers of all the good people, the followers of Dharma, Bhagavan takes an avatara to protect them. Therefore, because of the atrocities of Hiranyakashipu, all the bhaktas who prayed to Ishvara, including Prahlada, Bhagavan took the form of Narasimha, Vapuhu meaning body. He assumed the body of Narasimha, and he came bursting out of the pillar, and you know what happened. He dragged Hiranyakashipu and he sat in the dwaram, the entrance of the house, which is not outside, it's not inside, which was evening time, which was not day, which was not night, and he was neither a Manushya or an animal or a Devata. And then the weapon that he used was his nails, which is not a live entity because it doesn't have senses. It is not a dead entity because it grows. So he used his nails to pierce his body, and he lay dead. Now this is the story that we all know, but still we always like to be reminded of this story, and it is so nice to listen to these Puranic stories how many ever times. A jiva takes birth because of karma. However, avatara, Bhagavan assumes a body. Jiva assumes a body because of karma, but Bhagavan doesn't assume a body because of karma. He assumes a body because of the prayers of the bhaktas, and he assumes a body that will suit the situation to uphold dharma and to free people from all the pains that is caused by adharma. So this is the 21st Nama, Narasimha Vapuhu. The 22nd Nama, Shriman. Shriman means Shri refers to Lakshmi, and Shriman means one who has Lakshmi. Where is Lakshmi in Bhagavan? In his Vakshasthala. Where is Tayar in Perumal? She is in his Vakshasthala. And where is Ambal in Swami? Vamabhaga. One half, the left side is Ambal. Right? Ardhanarishwara. Shiva is presented as Ardhanarishwara and Vishnu is presented as Shridhara. That nama will anyway come. Here it is Shriman, one who has Lakshmi. Now, Lakshmi, Shri is required, wealth is required for sustenance of anything, right? Don't we need wealth to sustain our family? No, Bhagavan's family is huge. 14 lokas, the entire universe. And what is the amount of wealth he would require month on month to sustain? Infinite wealth. Therefore, he has Lakshmi. And as much as we hold our wallets in our pockets, he holds Lakshmi in his chest. And she is also his love, his better half, his spouse, and therefore another reason why he has Lakshmi in his chest. And perhaps the reason why every man is given a pocket close to his chest, because Bhagavan himself has Lakshmi in his chest. Therefore, you might as well keep all your money in your pocket, that is in your shirt, not in your pant. Okay, that is not the place where you keep Lakshmi. Alright. So Bhagavan, the one who we saw, is named as Bhagavan because of 6 Bhaga, right? And Shri is one of the Bhaga. So Shriman, one who has Lakshmi, 22nd Nama. 23rd is Keshava. Such a beautiful word, Keshava. Shankara gives 3 derivations. He says why the Lord is called Keshava. The first meaning is Abhirupa Kesha Yasya Saha Keshava. Shankara says it is because Bhagavan has beautiful locks of hair. It is curly hair, black curly hair, silky black curly hair, just like how we see in the L'Oreal shampoo advertisement, right? Just like that, or any other shampoo advertisement. That is real, okay? It is not any camera effect or any Photoshop that is done. It is all real hair. It's the real hair of Bhagavan. Therefore, he is called Keshava. The second meaning for Keshava Shankara gives is Kascha, Ascha, Ishascha, Keshava. Ka means Kascha, Ka means Brahmaji, Ascha, A means Vishnu, Ishascha, Isha refers to Shiva. Therefore, they Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, te yadvashe vartante. He who is in the form of Trimurti is Keshavaha, one who has the job of creation, sustenance and resolution in his control. One who is behind all the 3, Brahma, Vishnu and Maheshwara, is Keshava. This is the second meaning that Shankara gives. The third meaning is Keshi Vadat Va Keshavaha. Keshi is the name of an Asura who came to Vrindavan to kill Krishna. He has a horse form, but what happened? We know. He got killed. Right? In Vishnu Purana, Narada tells Krishna, he says, you are called Keshava because you are Keshi Vadaha. You killed Kesha. You killed the Dushta Asura called Kesha. Dushtatma called Keshi. Therefore, you are called Keshava. Thus, the 23rd Nama, Keshava. 24th, Purushottama. Purushottama. This is a beautiful word which the meaning of which is given in the 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, and Shankara gives a derivation based out of this 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. He says, Purushabhyam Uttamaha Purushottamaha. He says Purushabhyam, meaning it is in Dvivachanam. Fifth case, Dvivachanam. It means from the two Purushas, Purushabhyam, from the two Purushas, Uttamaha, he is superior. This is what it means, Purushabhyam Uttama. I'll explain. Krishna says in Gita, he says, I am well known as Purushottama in the Vedas and in the Puranas. What does Purushottama mean? Krishna says, I am superior to both Kshara Purusha and Akshara Purusha. That is why I am called Purushottama. Kshara Purusha. Here Kshara, Akshara, Purusha, Kshara Purusha, Akshara Purusha has a technical meaning. It doesn't have the common meaning. Kshara Purusha in simple terms means manifested matter. And Akshara Purusha in simple terms means unmanifested matter. And Bhagavan being superior to both manifested and unmanifested matter, he is not any one of them. He is neither manifested matter nor unmanifested matter, but he is the very adhisthana, the very basis of both manifested matter and unmanifested matter. Without Bhagavan, both manifested matter and unmanifested matter do not have existence of their own. Therefore, Purushabhyam Uttamaha Purushottama. Another meaning is Purusha, simply meaning all-pervading, all-pervasiveness. Because of his all-pervasiveness, Purnatvat, he is infinite, he is complete. And Uttamaha, he is superior to all. Therefore, Purushottamaha. This is another meaning that is given. Thus, the 24th Nama, Purushottamaha, this completes Shloka number 3. The 7 Namas in Shloka number 3 are over. Now we move on to Shloka number 4. Please repeat after me, only once. Sarvah Sharvah Shivastanuhu
Sarvah Sharvah Shivastanuhu
Bhutadir Nidiravyayam Sambhavo Bhavano Bharta Prabhavah Prabhurishvaraha. The 4th shloka has 12 namas. Right? That is from the 25th nama, the cumulative numbering is from the 25th nama up to the 36th nama will be completed with the 4th shloka. So nama number 25, Sarvah. Sarvah. Sarvam means everything, all. He who is the all. Now, what do you mean by all? When I say all of you, it refers to all of them present in the class here physically and all of you present in the classroom virtually. Right? When we address a school of girls alone and we say all of you, it only means the girls in the school. There could be male workers, it does not refer to them. So, when we use this word all, though it means everything, the meaning of all can be a limited one with reference to the context in which it is used. Here, what all means, Sarvah, when we say Sarvah as the Nama of the Lord, what does it mean? What does it refer to? Which all it refers to? Shankara says, Asatascha satascha sarvasya prabhavapyayat. He says that which is in the form of all that which is in the form of Sat, all that which is in the form of Asat. Here again, Sat and Asat, they don't go by the literal meaning, which means existence and non-existence. It goes by a technical meaning. Sat means all that which has a form. Anything in this creation which has a form, the Murta Prapancha is called Sat. And Asat refers to everything which have no form. Amurta Prapancha. For example, space does not have form. Air does not have form. So also, happiness does not have a form. Fear doesn't have a form. Love doesn't have a form. Anger doesn't have a form. All these things are part of the creation, but which does not have a form. All these come under Amurta Prapancha and are referred by the Shabda Asat. And the other elements like Agni, Apaha, Prithvi and all the other objects that we see and experience which have a form, they all come under Murta Prapancha, which is referred by the name Sat. Shankara says Sat and Asat together is referred here as Sarvah. Therefore, Bhagavan is called Sarvah as from him alone both the Murta Prapancha, the formed universe, and the Amurta Prapancha, the formless entities in this universe, originated. Sarvasya Prabhavaha. Both originated from him, and Sarvasya Apyayaha. Everything resolves unto him. Just like how the pot originated from the clay and it resolves into the clay. Similarly, the universe originated from Ishvara and it resolves into Ishvara. And this pot, even while it is pot and it is used as pot and it has a name called pot, it is still clay and it is not separate from clay. There is no other entity but clay. Similarly, this universe, though has been formed with various Nama Rupa Karma, it is still Ishvara and there is no second entity other than Ishvara. And Shankara adds, Sarvasya Sarvada Jnanat Sarvamenam Prachakshate. He says, Bhagavan is called Sarva also because he is always knowing everything. Sarvasya Sarvada Jnanat. He always knows. What does he know? He knows everything. Which means he doesn't have any ignorance at all. Now, it is worth noting for those who have been studying the Vedanta course and who have studied Gita and Upanishads, it is worth noting that the namas in the Vishnu Sahasranamam is culled out from Shastram, from Upanishads. Especially this Shabda, Sarvah, we can find it in some of the Upanishads. When Upanishad says Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma, comes in Mandukya Upanishad, also Chandogya Upanishad. And Ishavasyamidam Sarvam comes in Ishavasya Upanishad. Therefore, Sarvam is from the Upanishad which is culled out, and all these namas you can find them somewhere in the Upanishad or in the Puranas. It is culled out of the Shastra. Now, Sarvam means you can't go enumerating things around, right? When we say Sarvam, when it intended to mean just everything in this creation, it is impossible to give an exhaustive list of everything that is created. Therefore, and however long you make the list, it can still be incomplete, it can still not be comprehensive. Therefore, Upanishad very intelligently classifies the entire Srishti to ensure comprehensiveness and also to facilitate understanding. And the one way of classification is Sattva and Asattva, the formed and the unformed. And the other way of classification is known and unknown. All that you know is Ishvara, and all that is unknown by you. Unknown meaning knowable at a future date is also Ishvara. In short, all that is there is non-separate from Ishvara. There is no second entity. Sarvah, 26th Nama. Sharvah. Sarvah means the all. Sharvah means destroyer. Be very careful when you pronounce, because Sanskritam is highly phonetic. So, if you say Sharvah, it means the destroyer. When you say Sarvah, it is the all. Here, Shankara says, Samharana samaye shrunati samharati samharayati va. He says, at the time of resolution, the one unto whom everything resolves. Either samharati or samharayati, meaning Ishvara either withdraws everything into himself, or he is also referred to as the one who causes the withdrawal. Causes the destruction. Now when we say destruction, it is not total destruction. The withdrawal is from the manifest condition into the unmanifest condition. Just like how you go to sleep every day. You become Sharvah because you withdraw the entire Jagrat Prapancha unto you. All the objects that you experienced, all the people that you experienced, all the situations that you experienced, not only that, all the emotions you had. Suppose you went to bed after a big fight and you had so much of anger on the other person for what he did, for what he spoke, and for the attitude he had. You had all the anger. Where did the anger go when you slept? It has gone into you. Was it destroyed? No. It was only a temporary resolution. And when you woke up, perhaps the first thing that came to your mind is the fight that you had last night. And you begin it again. You continue it from the point where you left. Right? Just like how serials are ended every week and it is continued in the next week or in the next day. Just like that, you pick up from the same point where you left. There is no mistake that you do. It doesn't, nothing happens where you had to rewind some few minutes and you had to redo the entire incident of the last few minutes. No. You exactly pick up from where you left. Therefore, similarly, resolution of this world, resolution of this universe does not mean total destruction. It is only temporary resolution. This is the 26th Nama, Sharvah. I think we are running out of time. We will continue the other namas in the next class. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha.